So, students of class 6, the same lesson, Hachi, a dog's tale. It's a review, and here we are going to know something special about that movie. The movie makes an interesting use of narrative techniques and perspective. The story is told back from the point of view of Wilson's grandson, who is narrating these events to his class at school. As he tells them about these events, he reminds them of all the lessons that are to be learned from this touching tale of dog's friendship. Now, this movie actually uses an interesting narrative technique. Narrative, narrative technique is what uh, I will tell you in a simple way. Here, a narrator is there who narrates the story. That is called narrative technique. Sometimes the narrative happens to be first person narrative, and sometimes it becomes uh, third person narrative. So, first in the first person narrative, the speaker himself describes the things as if it happens in his own life. And in the third person narrative, the speaker narrates the story and addresses the people as he, she. Third person is used in that narrative. So the story is told back from the point of view of Wilson's grandson. Now here the narrator is Wilson's grandson, who is narrating these events to his class at school. Where he is narrating this story, you can see here to his class at school. As he tells them about these events, he reminds them of all the lessons that are to be learned from this touching tale of a dog's friendship. Now, when he narrates, he tells about the things we can learn from this touching tale of dog's friendship. So it also gives us a sense of how relevant a story about loyalty and caring is. Now, it is very relevant a story about loyalty and caring and what it means to us, what we can learn from that. Even decades after Wilson's death, uh, even decades after Wilson's death, how this story is relevant, uh, the story which is about loyalty and caring, is relevant to our lives even today. The film also shows us what it is like to see the world through a dog's eye. Now, this shows uh, what it is like to see the world through a dog's eye. If we see the world with a dog's eye, how it will appear before us. Since dogs have a limited vision for colors, the movie is shot in black and white whenever the director wants us to get the dog's perspective. Now, whenever the director wants us to get the dog's perspective, black and white color is used. So, why? Because dogs have a limited vision for colors. Now, the humane way in which this story is told makes us realize that dogs are not merely creatures of routine. The lesson of humanity, or the humanitarian way in which this story is told, makes us realize that dogs are not merely creatures of routine, that uh, dogs have no other senses. They are not like human beings. If we feel like that, then it will be wrong. They are not creatures of routine. That they are born as dogs, they will die as dogs, and they will not share anything with any other creature. They will not have any friendship with other creatures. If we think like that, it will be wrong. It is something more than that. Now, did you know what is also there? Talking about another of their sensory organs, no two dogs have the same nose. The fine lines or design on their nose help in establishing their identity. just as our fingerprints do for us. They have this perspective. Dogs are able to smell our fear from the chemicals that in the next slide you will be getting the remaining portion of this video. So all this tells that they are not merely creatures of routine. So let us move on to the next slide to see what is there. They offer us love and loyalty, not just because we feed them and take care of them. You have to remember this. And they offer us love and loyalty, not just because we feed them and take care of them, but because they are capable of limitless love and want to be loved back. That particular qualities they don't love or care for us just because we feed them. They have limitless love and want to be loved. So it is told that they are not creatures of routine. In cases like Hachi's, the love can be heartbreaking as the yearning they feel for their human friend can never be fulfilled. Now, in this case, Hachi's case, this type of love can be heartbreaking as the yearning they feel for their human friend can never be fulfilled. Now, what desire, longing for they feel for the human frame that cannot be fulfilled by anyone else. No one can walk away from Hachi, a dog's tale, without having laughed and cried at the same time. Now, this is the final opinion that this Hachi, a dog's tale, if someone watches it, he will be he will have to laugh and cry at the same time. So it is a mixture of comedy and tragedy. So many things are being told here about the dog, about other things. So hope you have understood the things nicely. We'll come up with new things in the next presentation. Till that time, I would like to say bye to you all. Thank you.